Hello, fellow Star Voyagers. Welcome back. Wednesday should, by all rights, be Monday that we're having this stream, or at least Tuesday. Wednesday. Day. Hello out there in TV land. Out there. Oh, we are still in the frozen wilds, but I don't know if we're staying. We should probably talk about that. Where are we going today? Where are we not going to stay?
Message coming in. Patching it.
Talon! Thank you for the host. Yes. And the Pog Chaps. Howdy. We are... That was actually a great way to wrap last stream. Ah, thank you, sir.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Hey, Sea Star. Thank you. Thank you so much for so much support for so long. Thank you. Thank you for helping keep the lights on. Cheers. Thank you so much. We finished collectibles last stream, is what we did.
Cool, everybody!
As she is, and happy Wednesday. You too. Happy Wednesday to you too. Welcome. And we got all the pigments, all the animal statues, figurines. We are at Montana Recreations. You'll go back to lurk and work, but have fun. All right. I'm looking for my lurk here. Lurk on. You might be done. We have the hunting ground. It's not what I want to spend my time on. How about no? Anything else up here? Was there a bandit camp up here? If we end up somehow miraculously rich with shards, which we're not, but if we get up over 12k, I might like to buy a new bow or a new suit of armor. So we might fast travel back up here or something. I think it's only the vendors up here that have those newer items. Maybe not. Worry about that if we ever are rich with shards. Happen again. We had quite a bit, but all gone. Man, did we run out of resources too. I ran out of wood. Yeah, the most plentiful resource you can't even resell because it's so plentiful. I ran out of wood and blaze. Was that it? But in the middle of a fight with the Fireclaw, couldn't make arrows, couldn't make explosives. That was interesting. So what are we gonna do? Well, definitely have the main storyline, good chunk of it left. We're probably gonna do some of that, because we've cleaned up all kinds of other stuff on the map. If we wanted to go lore hunting, I mean, really purposefully lore hunting, and we pull up a list online and a map and go point to point, because those things aren't on our map, we would need some reference to actually find all the bits of lore. But there's lots of cool things we can do without that. The flowers we haven't picked up, the vantage points, part of the Apaka Shitstorm tour, and the quest, and maybe a few bandit camps. We could try to stealth through a few bandit camps. And even though it was some early game stuff, there may be some side quests. Why the heck not? Let's do some side quests. I am okay with not getting anywhere near the end of the game today. If I could have 1,000 more hours, we don't have 1,000 hours, but if I could, I would. I don't think we could quite pull that off, but that Nil, is that why Nil, is that why there's a quest marker by a bandit camp? That Nil playthrough. Get him. Groundskeeper. there's not much of a reason for us to do the hunting grounds. We already have the lodge weapons from the main original playthrough. And we already completed the lodge quests this playthrough. Okay. Well, what? This will force a long loading time. Side quests from the very beginning of the game. Why don't we take a trip back to the very beginning? We'll wander around a little bit. Like, this may be level 15, and we're in the levels that don't count. We're skill capped and getting levels for the sake of it. But on ultra hard, things can still kill us a few hits. No matter what level they're at. Let's go back and play with some stuff, and if it, yeah, it's take a little while to land there, anyways. One is, how about we go to Rost's grave, and then we can backtrack a little bit to this flower. Talon, if you're still out there, anyone out there? How's the week going? Smack in the middle as we are now. I'd rather not. It's two more. Chalk up 2 more no-shows on this end. But, here we are. One sleeping dog.
To think he built all this alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
Wow. Well, that was worth it. For that alone. That was right point to pick. Thank you for sharing.
Snow haze. White as bone. That thought got dark.
So if you're playing your first time, there's these counters, they only start counting outside. We've already got this achievement. I was going to mention that there's an achievement for knocking down all of those. But it's not just the ones around here. They're in this whole area down here. I should not try to describe it. I'll just muck up someone's attempt to figure that out. But there is an achievement for taking down those training dummies. I think it does help to start here because you need credit for some or all of these. You're gonna keep picking up wood, which I hadn't done in so long. That's how I ran out, fighting a fire claw. Probably want to be sitting on 500 or more and pick up all the wood we see for a while. We're going for metal flower. Right there. I don't know if we'll be able to. Avoid going the long way, but
Hi, Rost. I'll just take this off. Don't want him listening in. Rost, I can't believe it's taken me so long to visit you. When you said goodbye, I told you I'd find you. Track you down. Well, looks like you did it after all. Went somewhere I can't follow. I should have known you'd be watching. at the proving. Looking out for me. There for me when no one else was. Like always. One last time. Thank you, Rost. I won't waste what you've given me. I promise. I'll make you proud. Elizabeth Sobek, she couldn't have been my mother. She was an old one. She lived ages ago. Still, there is a connection. The hatch. It thought I was her. It's really strange. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped war machines from destroying the world.
Somehow.
She couldn't save the civilization of the old ones. That was destroyed, obviously. But life... it survived. She saved life from being devoured.
Please, go on. I'm not sure I've seen this.
I need to know how Elizabeth stopped the machines. If I can find the weapon she built and use it, the Eclipse won't stand a chance. I went to the Grave Horde.
She's recapping the story.
It lived up to its name. Millions of people
Sort of.
fought and died to give Elizabeth the time she needed to finish Zero Dawn. The weapon she built, it wasn't there, but I found out where she built it. A secret base west of here, right under Sunfall, the capital of the Shadow Carja. So, getting inside, it's gonna take some doing.
That's where we need to go. Possibly today. Want to do some heavy questing.
I crashed the Eclipse Focus Network. It was a close call. I nearly died. A bunch of times. I saw it, Rost. Face to face. Hades. An ancient Pharaoh Titan, or maybe something worse. When I opened the module casing, it was like I had a vision. A world being destroyed. Exterminated. I think that's what it wants, Rost. Extinction. Anyway, I heard it. Blinded it. Made it so it can't see through the Eclipse's eyes, can't talk to them over distances. So it's time. Time for me to go to Sunfall and learn about Zero Dawn. Wish me luck.
I think she's all caught up. What's she gonna go on about? If she mentions anything from the Frozen Wilds DLC coming up next, just in case you haven't played it. I don't know. Just possible spoiler warning. Even for the DLC. I don't know what she might say to Rost's grave about that.
The killers from the Proving. They aren't gonna hurt anyone anymore. I tracked them to Devil's Grief. There was a battle, and we won. Varl, he made an impression. Has some other issues, but I like him. Well, Sunfall beckons. Next time we talk, maybe I'll know all about Zero Dawn. Goodbye.
Makes sense now. Thing someone said. At least someone, and I think Densa mentioned, perhaps months ago, or a previous stream of this game, something about his grave. Go to his grave. Did you go to his grave? I've been back here, but I don't think I ever saw that. Really, not so much. So you can go back and she'll talk to Rost about what she's been doing. Oh, that's special. Hello again, Willis. Sorry, I was kind of moved by the moment. We've traveled back to the earliest section of the game to mess around, maybe random side quests, clean up some of the cooler collectibles like the flowers and vantages, and make our way, eventually, to Sunfall. But rather than just jump there, I figure we'll mess around for a while. I'm in no rush to rush what's left of this playthrough. Doing all right today. Listen all. I think it's pretty still out there, Willis. I think it's pretty quiet here so far. I did a Talon and a Sea Star. And now a Willis. Willis said, "Hola, amigos. Be there anyone out there?" We can't just freestyle out of here and back by Rust's place. I'm wondering how to approach this, and it's probably from this trail somewhere we need to climb up. So I shouldn't be so stubborn about trying to find... Wait, no, the path from Rust went out the other way. Can go out the other way? Don't mind me. Back to Rust one more time. Whee. An invisible gate. Why don't I ever... I know I've done this before. Why don't I see the gate?
Alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
But you're wrong about that. Rost's grave. Come there to speak with him, then there is something for you. Something important. Oh, nice jump. We don't need to be as crazy with hunting anymore, I don't think, except for potions. We still need lots of meat. Maybe we do. Just continue to be... slaughter all the forest creatures. Oni meat. It's not the one we need much of, but...
This'll last.
Rich meat. Wait. I do need somehow eyeball our goal. There he is. No, I'm not leaving the play area. No. That's a very irritating feature, I gotta say. We lost 20 minutes of progress. It doesn't sound like much, 20 minutes, but it was really uncomfortable because we were having fun exploring the boundaries, and that message came up. You're leaving the play area. Go back, or we're gonna load your last save. Not we're gonna push you 100 yards in, or insta-kill you or something. They just load your last save. That can be devastating. If some really cool stuff just happened, crafted a bunch, much. Spent a bunch of time on a vendor, and then whatever. Yeah. You go out of bounds here, and they just load a save. I don't get it. I don't get it. Mark 1. The metal
Now,
flowers.
What are you doing out here?
The poetry from the old world. The Mark 1s are very short. The Mark 2s can have some real meat to them, and the Mark 3s can be quite long, but they're all good. Even the short ones. Evening wind, water laps, the heron's legs. Function true. We don't need to get every single collectible here. And it's the vantages and the flowers that I do want to pick up. They're kind of special like that. And as for the left behind side quests from earlier in the game, I don't know, just gonna decide as we go by them, do them or not, but. Look down. Oh, the light coming around the bend. Okay, that was up on the rock. Out now. Oh. Well, a bit awkward.
Ouch.
There we go. Winner, winner! Bacon dinner! Did you hear about that? 7, hello. Farewell to the White Wolf. Oh, the Witcher 2 mod. Yeah, I did. Hear about that. I mean, what is it? You probably heard as much as I did. The a Yennefer centric, I don't know if that's right to say, but an epilogue story where Geralt and Yennefer are together, made in the Witcher 2 engine because the mod tools for Wild Hunt weren't as robust. Which I'd like to think CDPR could still remedy if they were in the mood. They could beef up the mod tools, but I don't really know what I'm talking about. What'd you think? All I saw was that it exists. I didn't watch any coverage. Yeah, I didn't watch the clip. Someone made it with love. Well, that's the way to make it. glorious world this game has. Well, future generations, perhaps. Consoles seem to at least
Oh, boy.
acknowledge that modding is a thing that people want, even if they don't make it readily available.
Rom! It's your sister, Alara!
This is one of the first side quests in the game. Should we do it? Any objections?
Are you out there?
Fresh as it comes.
Rom, can you hear me?
We'll see. Thank
Do
you.
you need help?
You're the one who survived the proving. Yes,
Yes, that was a long time
I
ago.
do need help. 10 years ago, my brother was camped
She's
out.
been camped up here for
His
10
sentence
years.
ended, but he didn't come back. His camp
this
was
rock.
empty and covered in blood.
We've saved half the world, and she's been on this rock.
What are you doing out here all alone?
Each day I cut a notch on the wall, so I knew Brom's sentence was over.
Real Keely,
Then I cut 3 more,
welcome
but
aboard.
he still hadn't come
Thank you.
back. I begged the matriarchs to send braves to find him, and all they found was a blood-soaked camp. The braves said he must be dead, but I have to know the truth. So I came out looking for him.
Oh, 2077 looks like it has a lot to do. Oh, it was mostly an info dump from the pen and paper source. Sounds like CDPR is going to include a lot of that material. I think there'll be a good deal to do in the dystopian future. Oh, did you mean a real one? Oh, well, we're not going there right now. Keely, hello, hello. Welcome aboard, Keely.
You said your brother's camp was soaked with blood?
The braves went looking for him, and that's what they found. All I can think about is what might have happened. Is he really dead? Or maybe just wounded? Is he suffering? Does he need help? I can't stand it not knowing.
Why was your brother cast out?
Rom was always a little different. A little touched. One of the hunters had a cruel heart and never let him alone. I was gone but an hour, and the hunter set after him like always, but this time, Brom struck back with a rock and split the man's skull. Spirits made him do it, he said. Whispers of the forgotten. It cost him 10 years. I never should have left him alone.
What do you mean forgotten?
All mother curses blasphemers who won't repent, banishing them from her eternal memory. Those lost spirits are the forgotten. Brom used to say they spoke to him, told him to do things. It was such a burden for him, and there was nothing I could do to help.
I'll do what I can to find your brother.
You will? Then let me come with you. I won't be a bother. I know how to stay out of sight.
I'm faster on my own.
If that is how it must be, just find him then.
Stay on your rock.
Please.
Rock. We'll be back one day. We're 100 meters away from the answer. This watcher can't be looted. Doesn't actually exist. Oh, see, it had a marker, right? But it was unlootable. But I think it must have gotten scrapped. Have something to do with his scrapper behavior. Still, why would the flag have been on it when it was already gone? Thing didn't update. Hey, we're going to the Vantage. Ah, beautiful game, doesn't matter where we go. You know, these early Nora hunting grounds, maybe a good place to replenish meat, because I bet there are a lot of boar just wandering around in the early game areas. Very bright today.
They know where I am.
It even has decent melee. I mean, it's simplistic but beautiful. The animations are magnificent, even if the just two different attacks, one weapon type for melee. It's still a lot of fun. Here, bunny. Little bunny foo-foo. Turn you into a potion.
Saving these for the trail.
Yeah, Gorilla has done something here that has got my attention, and now I will be looking for anything they come up with. This Decima engine, and Kojima's expected to use it, using it for Death Stranding. So that's promising. The big Thunder Jaws. I like the big Thunder Jaws taking their disc launchers off. You know, they're easy to target because they're so huge. They have heavy weapons, 2 of them, that you can use if you disarm them. And then, it's just awesome. I don't even know what to say about them. They're the coolest things ever. The Thunder Jaws, heavy weapons included. Are we going up? Oh.
The snow's got a bite out here.
And even though it has a lot of quiet Even the ambient music isn't ever present. When it is, it does things to me. Good things.
This must be Brom's camp. Better clear out those watchers.
I bet on the right watcher. That's what's up. Yeah, sorry though. Because I gotta take you both down.
Let's make this quick.
Trying to make it quick. He was too
Blood, but
fiercely
no body.
loyal.
There's gotta be more to this.
The little straw guys.
Looks like a few drops of blood lead away from the camp. Whose knife is this? Did someone attack Brom with it?
The wet.
Looks like more blood leading away from here.
Hiya, Green. It's AJ in chat. How's everyone doing today? I'm glad to be back here. How about you? Wait, we were doing something else? Preoccupied. Hey, Scugs. Yeah, Green, it's, you know, hour by hour. Yeah, thank you.
There, bucket.
The wonderful world of software had a lot to do with yesterday too. Not mine, appliance snafu. So that one I just didn't get back
Did someone
here.
bring the blood to the camp?
It was way late by the time I even got back, and
The trail of blood ends here.
I was well cracked.
Whoever
So
left it must have also left tracks.
7, what you all looking forward to playing this spring? I've been too muddled to I'm out of the loop. So I don't want to attach too much meaning to it, but I haven't been. But yeah, Green, maybe I have no idea. This is the earliest area of the game, so we can just stomp our way through, but Sure is gorgeous. They polished. Not that there are any terribly unpolished areas in the game, but as with many games, the area you begin in gets some extra love just because you might spend a lot of time there learning to play. They want to make a good impression, first impression on the player, and starter areas, while sometimes bland, in hindsight are often polished to a shine. Yeah, there you go, things like that, green. Although there was some 2077 class information, mostly pulled from the pen and paper, but I think now that CDPR's pulling things together, I don't know.
That's twisted. I wonder if the blood from the camp came from the spore.
Are they a little more committed to what pieces of the pen and paper are going to be included? A boar's head, recently decapitated. Extra large. Edged weapon. Not finish examining it.
If Brahm did this, why does he want people to think he's dead? And why desecrate the shrine? What are those scrappers picking up?
Turn them against each other. Just briefly. We were gonna get a cool death from above, but saw me at the last
Looks like there's
second.
a watcher. Whoever I'm following made short work of it. If it's Brahm, he definitely knows how to handle a spear.
I don't know if you can tell from the way the side quests objectives are updating, but it's so point to point with simple kills at each point. I think this is one of the, it's almost a tutorial side quest that we're doing just because of where I brought us. All this time, we're finally doing the tutorial quest. Hello,
Someone will need
Rex.
these supplies.
How you doing?
For the goddess.
Brahm was an outcast for a long time. Why take food and gear now?
Hey, grats. That took you, what'd you get it, last Tuesday, Wednesday? 1 week?
Key supplies from the cache.
Week on it?
Why would they take them and just throw them away?
kill myself. I'll kill myself before I hurt her.
Oh no!
I
40
won't
hours.
listen.
It's pretty good.
Not until you promise. I will. I'll kill myself. I'll kill myself before I hurt her. You're not a spirit. What do you want?
I want you to step away from the edge, Brom.
No. Leave me alone. Can't you see I need time to think? How am I supposed to think when everybody is shouting at me?
Ron's not stable.
So many voices to listen to. You must make your head hurt. I promise my voice will be soft and soothing.
A soft voice, like Alara's. It's been so long. Years. Yes. Yes, I will listen.
That's better. Now tell me, what's troubling you?
Spirits of the forgotten. Souls cursed by the All-Mother. Their voices never let me be. They want me to do things. Hurt people. If I go back to the Nora, they might make me hurt Alara. And I'll kill myself before I let that happen.
Do you have to listen to the spirits, Brom?
They're speaking to me right now. O is with me. They take care of me. Keep me company. Help me. Except when they scream. Like when that hunter knocked me down. Crush his skull with the rock, they said. And I did.
Brom, you're alive. Oh, Mother be praised. I'm sorry I followed you, but I had to make sure he was all right.
No. No. Please, sister, I can't protect you.
I need no protection from you, Brom.
He fears these spirits that he hears will turn him against you. Unless your voice can quiet them?
Yes, just as it was before. He only ever hurt someone once, and it was provoked.
I don't want to hurt you. But the forgotten, their whispers, they fill my head with screams.
Brom isn't ready to
He
return
may
to
be
the Nora,
dangerous.
but I don't think he'll hurt you, Alara.
lot of
There's a
people are
place where I can
dangerous.
stay. A cave on All Mother Mountain. I suppose you could visit me there, so long as I'm strong.
You will be, Brom. I'll help you. Thank you, Aloy. I'll take care of him now. May you walk in All Mother's eternal memory, and may the forgotten leave you be.
Ah, the rain pouring down. Nice. Deselect. Come on. Such rain. Such a heavy rain. I see what you did there. So the vantage points we're coming to, if you haven't seen them before, back when the world was falling apart, everyone went around and he stuck these memory spikes, these vantage spikes. I think the project was called Vantage. Into the ground in different locations. He took a tour of the world as it was falling apart. A few of his own memories to share, to be remembered by whoever might find them.
Another message from the past.
She said it much more clearly than I did. A message from the past and a glimpse. And after a short audio clip, there's a longer text log to go with it. I'll play. First thing you get is a glimpse of the location that you see now as it once looked. Air Combat Academy.
Apaka Shitstorm Tour, Day 2. My father guest lectured here. A 300-level military history course on the age of human air power. Might as well have been teaching medieval siege tactics. I was 8 when he died.
That's the one. Hi, Ma. Brought me here once to see Baba teach. I didn't know it at the time, but the class was like something out of the 20th century. Stood behind a lectern in a real space lecture hall, raising his unamplified voice to be heard by flesh and blood cadets seated in plastic chairs. This being 45 or 46, our air forces must have already been 60, 70% automated, but the academy was still old school. Literally. I suppose the quaintness of the setting fit the subject he was teaching. The age of human air power, 1909 to... Cadets probably thought the question marks were wishful thinking, or willful ignorance. From their perspective, the era of human pilot was already over. But not for Baba. I can still see the medals he kept in that drawer in the bedroom, the inscriptions in Sanskrit. Touch the sky with glory, you said one meant. Even as a Commodore in the IAF, he'd kept flying. Still remembered what it was like to sit in a cockpit with his hand on the stick and his finger on a trigger. And that's how he died. June 5th, 2048. At the funeral, some Metallurgic International rep said we should be proud he died defending free markets. Even then, I knew that was a lie. He died defending Metallurgic International's claim on a tantalum mine. That's what he died for. And why stop the truth-telling there? Really, he died because Metallurgic International wasn't yet rich enough to afford a fully automated fleet, because it wasn't cost-effective to upgrade a military surplus razor wing with improved electronics warfare gear. He died because human combat pilots were just as obsolete as the crates they put them in, and just as expendable. When he spiraled into the jungle, our family crashed with him. For weeks you couldn't get out of bed, and then came the hospital, me staying with the neighbors. Even after you recovered. Even when you said all the right things and promised we'd be okay. I didn't believe it. Something had broken between us. I felt like an orphan, and nothing seemed to matter anymore. It is how I lived for the next 7 years, till it almost killed me. These 12 bits of lore. Pretty powerful, aren't they? That's probably one of the lightest. They pack some punch. To clear out this corrupted zone, if we do it with just melee and grit and melee, we could pick up some of what we need for some more corruption arrows. I think we're getting... Never mind, we're not low on metal burn. We don't really need to, but... Why not? First corrupted zone you can get to in the game, I think. One of the first. Doubt there's too much here. Quit grunting, they'll hear you. Legs twitching. Special orders. All personnel currently assigned to Company E, 5th Battalion, 3rd Civilian Guard Brigade, Aurora Zone. Report to Verticarrier Bay Onyx at 0500 hours and board. Assigned vert departure at 0530. Arrive in Beira, Mozambique at approximately 0... what's proper terminology for all zeros? Local time. Lodging assignments and duty schedules to be received upon landing and intake. Assist FADM personnel and Mozambican civilian battalions in A, construction of defensive obstacles along the Channel coast, and B, ballistic perimeter shielding around the Aeroporto Internacional de Beira. Upon completion of construction duties, participate in combat and base defense training operations in anticipation of enemy contact. As always, comport yourself so as to be a credit to your unit, your country, the goals of Operation Enduring Victory, and yourself. Special orders end. Quit twitching. Stop twitching, you're dead. Stop twitching. That's reasonably creepy. Get a strike from above. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'll have to wait till it comes back. Jump right on him. I guess I'll wait, yeah. For him. Come on back now. Sometimes you think Aloy is a god of war, or goddess of war. Well, there's no doubt she's a badass. Right. Our little cleanup tour, I guess. Hunting grounds, not. It just keeps auto-selecting quests. I'm not worried about the mugs. I want to get the vantages, though, and the flowers. So let's continue our romp through the Nora lands. The vantage mark.
For later.
You would have been better off staying over there. Batter up. Let's see, two more.
Be prepared.
Trying to go after all the animals we come across while doing other things. Opportunities. We've almost got a steady supply of meat for potions. Almost. Hello. Waste that.
Can't be too prepared.
CJ from the guard. Hey, CJ. She just slid in all cat. She even delayed. Just waited for a second. Paused before sticking. Uh-huh. Finally. Ain't that hard to find. Leaks spark fears. Say that. Leaked Shaolu internal correspondence sparked fears of potential mass layoffs, deportations. Shanghai, July 4th, 2062. The hacker collective Idiot Army has released nearly a terabyte of internal correspondence from Shaolu Lunar Resources Incorporated, sparking rumors that the Shanghai-based lunar mining company is preparing to downsize considerably. Shaolu's sizable robot war fleet and competitive salaries attracted attention from young English-speaking professionals in the mid-2050s. We were just speaking about that. But the leaked files suggest that the company's increasing reliance on automation may have made much of their human workforce obsolete. Correspondence repeatedly touches on the potential cost of relocating redundant personnel, suggesting that if mass layoffs do occur, former Shaolu employees will lose the Chinese citizenship guaranteed by their employment. So I take it you're a fan, CJ, Horizon. It's a brilliant game, isn't it? Let's see if I can find where we're going. This is, we're just messing around in the Nora grounds now, picking up some vantages and metal flowers. This NG Plus, we've already done the DLC and a lot of stuff around the world, but we are probably going to head at some point today, we're going to head to Sunfall for some more main quests, but that's where we're at.
It'd be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Shush. Really, it's got to be at a high point here. I like being sure before I try to get somewhere. I feel like I got stuck here once upon a time trying to find a handhold to get anywhere. And it's dark. So that marker doesn't mean the vantage is right there. It's, you know, it's a zone around it. It's somewhere in here. That's why I keep looking to see if I can spot. There's always a little supply cache next to it. Basically, level capped. I mean, we're in the levels that are beyond skill capped, so. Over leveled at this point. Yeah, there's so much yellow around here. Handholds aren't gonna stand out as much, but let's assume our vantage is actually up there. I don't see any supply caches from down here. Come on, bushes, get out of the way. I need to... Nothing connects them. Gotta be a handhold to begin a climb somewhere over there. Or maybe crossing over there. Welcome aboard! CJ, welcome. Thank you for the follow. You could join us. Just waiting on a download update while I come back, join us sometime. To direct connect. I don't think I've ever had a download on my PS4 that wasn't miserable. That's just me. Even wired in. I don't think we go straight up. Maybe we jump across. I like my vantages easier to map out before I start climbing. I think this is where I first decided I wish this game had free climbing. Of all the praise I can shower on this game, and it will remain one of my favorites, I think, forevermore. Free climbing, please. No, it wasn't really made for that, but... $86 hours. Good times. Game, you make me crazy. I keep coming back to the same spots. I'm so sorry. You know why? Because I don't have a plan. Because when I'm at a distance and perspective forces me to see something that's not there. Like to think we could jump from here to here. We can't jump from there to there. It's not a thing. Where can we go? Need something to grab. Inside here, maybe? Maybe, please. Anything? Bueller. Bueller. Yeah, that can't be too easy to deal with. Can only imagine. Alright, that didn't help. Do we need to ride the tall neck? Jump off the tall neck? Is there a vantage that requires that we use the tall neck to get to it? I haven't stopped to consider that, and I don't remember what we did before. I can get to okay, I can quickly reach a point we could jump onto the tall neck, but maybe from the tall neck we can jump onto something else. Memory of doing that though, using a tall neck to get to a vantage. Even in a spot. Catch the tall neck. Oh! What just happened? This is a mess. I just want the vantage. I just want the vantage.
There.
I'm not even sure this plan has any real viability, because does the tall neck really go by a ledge or a platform that takes us? Not even sure where the I think it's actually in the ruins, not on a not on a pillar. It's a long. That's actually a good strategy. It's good. Disarm Introbot. Not sure anyone thought of that before. Just take away his toys. Just say no. How come it's oh, come on, it walked by here before. But it's making such a mockery of me. Why can't I highlight its track anymore, too? It doesn't have a... Stop messing with me. Hello, Drewski. So maybe from up here we can at least spot a supply cache that goes with an actual vantage. Where is the actual vantage? There. 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 And there's the rappel point for it. That's what we've got to climb to. Right there. It's this building. The really, really flipping tall one, but we've only got to get up about halfway. And I don't think we used the tall neck for it. But that helped, just in the sighting. Don't step on me, please. So what we're looking for is right about there. That's, now I can highlight his track. Right about there. I didn't need that. This is one of those areas I was scrambling around in already. Ah, wait, I see. I thought I saw a flash of yellow handhold. But I think we're in the right area. I gotta stick around here till I find the handhold. Gotta be somewhere. Free climbing for the sequel, please. It's in here somewhere. That's the yellow I saw, though. Wasn't a handhold at all. That's where we need to get to. There are some handholds. Follow them down. Follow them down. Bingo. Okay. Ah. Evil. Kind of evil. We're getting there, though. Hey, that one. You just grab it? No. See, free climbing would be awesome. How about that? There. No. Can she jump across to that? This is gonna be one of the weirdest climbs. They're not usually this hard to figure out where you start. And that one, now we can see where it goes. goes up and somewhere, but just getting to that platform shouldn't be so terribly unclear. Give him a good wash. Probably jump from that one. From that one to the aim. Little yellow ledge. You can probably grab that. Jumping from there. What am I not seeing? This is making me slightly crazy. She just did a standing jump to that. Hold on. Fine, that's fine. I guess I didn't even try because no way! How the hell did she make that standing jump? Hey. 10 minutes? 15 minutes to find where to start climbing.
It'll be daybreak soon.
Nice. There we are. So bright, you almost can't see the symbol for the vantage. Disappears in the mist. Colorado Springs.
A pocket shitstorm tour day 4. It's hard to believe Metallurgic International used to be headquartered in this dreary old cigarette. Wyatt's office was on the 2nd floor from the top. If Emmett had a policy against workplace romances, he probably wrote it.
Hi, Ma. Looking back, it's almost comical how much I detested Wyatt. I hated everything about him. His lumpy face, his bad skin, his always calm voice, his out-of-style suits, and especially his stupid cowboy name. I don't care how badly you want to assimilate, there is never any excuse for naming your kid after a gunfighter. I couldn't believe you would replace my Baba, decorated combat flyer, with a corporate drone. So I made it as hard for you as I could. Beyond cruel. I accused you to your face of only being interested in Wyatt for his money. Called you, my own mother, a gold digger, and worse. Refused to attend the wedding. Then got myself arrested the night before just to cinch the point. It took me years to understand the obvious. Of course you married him for his money. For my sake, not yours. Before Wyatt, the job you were working didn't even cover food and rent. When you didn't get overtime, we slipped deeper in debt and went hungry. Or went hungry. You literally couldn't afford to spend time at home, let alone pay for childcare or rent a nanny bot. Meanwhile, your son was out of control, a truant and a thief, not even out of junior high and already a drug addict. If you'd only had yourself to worry about, I think you would have politely refused Wyatt's interest. You were no stranger to hardship. Compared to what you went through getting out of Kolkata in 2037, simple poverty probably seemed like a cakewalk. You knew how to survive. But your son didn't. I was headed nowhere at ramming speed. You married Wyatt to save me. For the stability and opportunities his money could provide, it wound up working, but not as smoothly as you hoped. Before I could be saved, I had to die first. But that's a story for the amphitheater. Worth it. Worth struggling to find the point to get there. Next stop, Metal Flower. I don't really have a plan. I was thinking maybe Maybe we'll do some more of these early game side quests before heading back west. But flowers and vessels and vessels and flowers, oh my. 1, 2, 3 flowers over here, even if they're all Mark 1s. And a vessel. Let's at least grab those.